This is Barry Zalma speaking for Claim School Incorporated, and my newest book, just published, the Compact Book of Adjusting Liability Claims, 4th edition, a handbook for the liability claims adjuster. It is a book explaining how the liability claims adjuster resolves claims fairly and in good faith. You must understand that the insurance adjuster is seldom, if ever, mentioned in an insurance policy. The strict wording of a third-party liability policies sets the obligation to prove a claim that entitles the insured to defense or indemnity of a claim against the insured by an injured third party. Over a century ago, insurers determined that to properly deal fairly and in good faith with their insureds, an insurance adjuster, a claims professional, was needed to thoroughly investigate claims made against the insured, work with the insured and a third-party claimant to resolve claims without litigation, and properly protect the interests of the insured. Adjusting liability claims requires skill, patience, knowledge of insurance, basic knowledge of tort and contract law, and knowledge and experience as an investigator. For an adjuster to properly and effectively perform the duties of liability claims adjuster as an employee or agent of an insurer, he or she must be capable of effectively dealing with the following basic obligations. 1, to understand the law of torts as applied in the state where the adjuster works. 2, to understand the law of contract as applied in the state where the adjuster works. 3, to understand sufficient medical terminology to be able to evaluate claims of bodily injury. 4, to understand the cost to repair or replace damaged real or personal property caused by the negligence of an insured. 5, to understand how to read and apply the terms and conditions of a liability insurance policy to a particular fact situation developed by his or her investigation. 6, to understand how to thoroughly investigate all claims assigned. 7, to conduct an investigation of every claim assigned fairly and in good faith with an intent to find coverage for the loss presented by the insured. 8, to gather documentary evidence that will help complete the thorough investigation of a claim against the insured. 9, to have the background and knowledge of the community so that the adjuster can evaluate the settlement value of the claim against the insured. 10, to be able to effectively, fairly, and in good faith negotiate with claimants and lawyers to resolve bodily injury or property damage claims asserted against an insured. 11, to ascertain that the insurer pays promptly all claims the insurer owes under the contract. 12, to resist and recommend against payment of all claims the insurer does not owe under the contract of insurance. And 13, to resist and recommend against payment of anything to a claimant who is part of a fraudulent scheme. The new book will cover almost all of those requirements and give an adjuster a founding in what he needs or she needs to actively and effectively perform the duties of the job. This video was adapted from my blog and is available free to anyone who clicks on the URL zalma.com/blog. You can subscribe to the blog, and if you do, I'd appreciate it if you click on the like button on YouTube or the thumbs up button on rumble.com. And please tell your friends and colleagues about the blog so that they can also subscribe. They're free. And if you're interested in further detail about insurance, insurance claims, insurance law, and insurance fraud, please consider for a small fee subscribing to my Substack publication. Thank you for your attention.